On my first trip to see JDC field operations, we're going to Dnipro and Kyiv. I got two basic questions. I'm wondering, as I'm sure many of our donors wonder, why would people still stay in the former Soviet Union when they can go to Israel? And secondly, what can we do that's more than just tokenism, more than just helping a few people? Can we really help the vast numbers of people who need our assistance? So what did I find? Well, first of all, there's thousands of people for whom this is their home. Even though they could go to Israel, and for some there's the possibility of going to America, this is where they live, this is where their families live, this is where their roots are, and some of those roots are very, very deep. They go back for decades and decades, and they're not so anxious to leave and move. This is their home, just like my home is my home. And the other thing I found is that we're dealing with some of the toughest people who run our operations that I've ever met. The person who runs our Hesed in Dnipro is a former battalion commander in the Red Army. The guy who runs our operations in Kyiv was a mining engineer for almost 30 years. These are tough people, they're caring people, but they're tough people, and they're people who get results because they know how to work inside Ukraine and the other republics. I'm simply blown away by our store card program. Our clients, and we met some of them in supermarkets who carry digital cash like a debit card. It's charged up centrally, it's scalable so it can reach hundreds, if not thousands of people. And our folks negotiate discounts across stores so that the money that our donors contribute goes even further. And then there's our Hesed centers. For seniors and others, there's programs that reconnect them to the rich cultural heritage of Jewish life in the former Soviet Union that existed for decades before it was brutally suppressed. And there's programs that tap into the traditional skills our clients have, like tailoring, so that they're able to make low-cost clothing and repairs for many of our clients, saving them cash and resources they'd otherwise have to expend. But in many ways, what's surprising me most is the children. I didn't expect to see so many children. Some of them are not in such good circumstances, like David, who lives basically in a broken down outhouse in an abandoned house. But with our programs, he's going to school every day. Also our centers that have kids in them, like girls who are learning to sing and dance for Purim. So what did I find in Ukraine? I found that we're helping thousands of people who otherwise would get no help, some of the neediest and poorest Jews in the world, but we're doing it smartly. We're doing it in ways that make sure we can continue to provide help for them, and we can also continue to build and work and help a new generation of Jews who are going to stay. This is their home and this is where they're going to live. So what I saw is the beginning of what I know I'm going to see around the world, the kind of work that Joint is doing to save, renew, rescue and rebuild Jewish communities in every corner of the earth.